We
Right?
are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are now recording. Okay, Nate, take it away, please.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the Idiots Podcast episode 35.
Yes, 35. Sorry,
Okay.
I said 33 last time. It was actually 34. That was my bad.
Yes. So this is 35. It is kind of a special episode, again, with a nice number, because my girlfriend came all the way from a town that's like almost on the other side of the country. And she's gonna give her opinion as well, hopefully. I mean, right now she's eating and looking cute while doing it.
Well,
And
that's nice of her.
uh, what?
Well, that's nice of her.
Nice ever? What?
I said that's nice of her to do that.
Yeah. So yeah, and
So, what?
the theme of today is like sort of like confused because I kind of wanted to be like one thing, then the the guy with the name like or the Discord thing name 19x 19 and
Oh, that's
94 like
Radu.
kind of that. What?
That's Radu.
Redu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of like they suggested like something and then you like suggested a completely different thing again.
Well, it's the same thing, just under a different name. Again, the theme I'm going with is just sort of metaphysics, which again is like, um, one way to look at it is like possible like religious entities existing, but also it is also like in terms of like comic books or other things, it's like how would ki or chi work? If it was real, you know, how exactly would it work? And granted, it's probably real in the universe, or in another universe, but and as far as we know, we're not sure if it's completely real in our universe because there are some martial arts masters who claim that they can use it, but I don't know. It kind of looks kind of fakey faked.
Oh, like use it like actual like with some like glowy stuff and not just like oh when you focus your energy into this part of your body you can get like a stronger punch.
Yeah, they say it's just that, or they are able to shout down opponents, and it's just like I don't know. It seems like they got someone in on it, and they're
I
faking
mean
it.
when you fucking yell at like someone like loudly and startling enough, it is like gonna get intimidation points.
Yeah, but at the same time, to knock them over like onto their ass, it's like I don't know about that.
Yeah, and I mean unless someone is like a very big scaredy cat, that's like not gonna work.
Now, there's this one dude in China who claims he can start a fire with his bare hands. Like there's a video of him like putting his hand on a newspaper and the newspaper catches fire. And we don't see him put a match in it beforehand, so that's another notch in the maybe it's real category.
Hmm. I mean, well, it's like shit. It is like very, very like on the. I mean, maybe they're blessed with something,
Maybe.
maybe, or I don't know. They just kind of like sort of. I mean, because again, you emit heat, and like
Mhm.
heat makes thing if a thing catches on fire,
Yeah,
and
I mean
it's
maybe
like I'm not sure if it's like truly possible to like allow this like level of heat control without
right,
like hacking burning your own skin in the process.
right. I mean, at the end of the day, there is a certain level of bioelectricity all humans have, and maybe he found a way to tap into it.
That's not No, that's different than heat.
Maybe, but
It
let me
is. I
introduce.
am telling you that. I know. It is different.
Okay, well, first let me introduce today's lunch. Lady Stone made a delicious
Terrible.
panini with some chips. So delicious.
I don't know why I have chips as a fucking side. That's a snack. But anyways, I'm gonna go check on my upcoming dinner. So BRB.
Okay. So Andy, um, to relate this to Zach Bell, I mean, every book owner has like a certain level of. Again, I I know I'm gone back and forth on the translation. I want to go with heart energy. They call it heart power.
Okay, it's not ready yet.
No, I do not want to tell you what you are calling this sandwich, my love. I can't say it on here because you know why. Oh my god.
They can't hear me.
Like,
I'm not only proud of that sandwich, even though Nate criticizes my side choice because it's a snack. But I'm very proud of that sandwich.
It's delicious now, though.
the sandwich
Basically,
looks
yeah.
yummy. No, I
You're
like
just
how the
gonna,
thing
you
is
know, through
toasted.
life. You're just gonna go through life and not find joy in anything. And when they're old and decrepit, going, "God damn it, stupid kids!" and people are gonna go, "That poor thing. Did they love anything at all? Guinea pigs." There he goes. What the hell
Oh
are
yeah,
guinea pigs?
yeah. Some people become old cat ladies. I'll become an old guinea pig owner.
If they still have guinea pigs, unless mass genocide happens and
Well, that's the thing. Guinea pigs know how to burrow. If anything, if there's some kind of mass apocalypse, guinea pigs are guaranteed to survive. They'll just dig.
and they'll become radioactive and spawn out of the grave with these giant hands going.
Or I don't know, they'll be so
Why?
big they kind of interbreed with capybaras. We get some kind of guinea pig capybara hybrid.
Nate, would you
I
enjoy
mean, it
that?
wouldn't be much different from an actual capybara because they are already basically just giant water guinea pigs.
Yeah,
With long legs, because guinea pigs don't have long legs.
true.
Well,
But
no, not really. No. I mean, they
but
can
what I
like
was asking,
stretch them out, but like yeah, it's not much. They're still
Why would you
short,
want to
short
stretch?
little spindles.
Nate, that's animal cruelty. Why would you stretch out their legs?
No, when they're sploot, like
Oh my
when
God.
they relax, they throw the leg out and just like you can see.
Nate stretches it. Oh my God, that's animal cruelty. Somebody call the PSA. Don't call PETA because they'll be all right alongside you. But pulling guinea pig legs, that's cruel.
It's like,
giving Nate all sorts of shade here.
yeah.
Easy to do. They just open the door and I just slam in their face.
You just what in my face?
I said, all you do is open the door and I just slam it in your face. You make it so easy. All you have to do is open your mouth
Wowza.
and it's like,
Wow, Zaline. Wow, Zaline Vaseline. What did I do?
sis, that's what you did.
Wow.
So
Dang.
yep. Andy, you remember my question that I asked before Lady Stone started in?
Rudely interrupted.
So again, I again with Zatch Bell, I go back and forth on the translation. With heart energy or heart power or kokoro no chikara, for the energy used for the spell books. Oh, Meltman, how's
Oh,
it going? Welcome to
Milkman.
Luncheon.
Hi.
Meltman, what is that? Jesus Christ,
Turbine.
Meltman.
You have a turbine right next to your mic or something. Lol.
Jesus, okay. Meltman, Meltman, what the?
No, what was your
Right.
question?
Theme song. I have a tiny dick. That's the size of a Tootsie Roll, tiny.
Wowza.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
the hell was that? That sounded like
Call it
you
heart
just
energy. That's
like jammed a ham radio through the mic.
Yeah. As I
Wait,
said,
oh, yeah.
so I was kind of right when I said it was a
Sounds like
turbine.
you're on the road.
Good God, man.
Anywho, you have fun. I'm gonna check on my dinner again.
Okay. But Andy, since the topic is on metaphysics and potential energies that exist, God damn it, Meltman, I'm gonna mute you. There we go. Okay. Good God. Potential energies that exist in the body. I mean, we haven't seen it yet in the sequel, but do you think there's probably a limit to what like kind of spells those spellcasters can cast? Like, because go ahead. Right. I mean, eventually those become like able to cast more because, as we saw, like Vigano are like the mid-tier level spells, and throughout a fight, anyone can pop a few of those off pretty quickly. Yes, that's better, Meltman. Thank you. It doesn't sound like you're jamming a ham radio through it. All right. And Radu just joined.
Probably.
His mic isn't on yet, but welcome in, Radu.
They
But I'm talking like
say that
in the
there
sequel,
probably have to be someone
those new
really
mages
strong to be
that
able
have
to
the
cast a
ability
yoga
to
or higher level
again
spell.
repeat incantations and that they have to learn and cast spells. Like, we haven't seen them hit their limit yet, but do you think they probably have that, Andy? Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, for book owners to practice how much heart energy they have to be in constant battles, whereas these spellcasters, they clearly go to some kind of magic school, and they take the time to learn all this. So, I guess their abilities might depend on how much practice they get, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is why I want to know more about the magic school and everything they go to, and how long it took them to learn those incantations.
I assume that the limit is higher depending on how strong that the person is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because goodness knows how many more there are. If there's.
All right.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, hey, and the other person is here. Okay, 10 minutes until my get is done.
All right, guys, calm down. What were you saying, Meltman? Meltman,
Probably,
you
yeah.
first.
Makes sense to me.
Inquiries about your own vegetable oil need to be off screen.
We might learn later on, but for now, probably not. We're still getting reintroduced to the old cast, so we have to take time for that.
Meltman,
first.
I'm gonna mute you again right quick.
Lol.
Let's see. How do I
Using
do
your
that?
I'm enjoying it.
Right click, and you can use it.
Yep.
You can either use
saw it.
I'm hoping
like
we see Umagon's
mute
now.
or user volume and put it on 0.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, so again, the general conversation, like I said, is metaphysics. Again, the whole questioning about the possible existence of ki or chi or other things in the human body. You think, like we might in this sequel, we might run into like martial artists who know how to use that, Andy?
What sequel? Oh, that well.
Yeah, like I
Are
said,
you joining? Then join.
I couldn't quite hear you, Andy. What?
Hello.
And welcome in, Alexis. You're Nate's girlfriend, so welcome
yeah, we
to
have another smart
Luncheon.
person here.
So, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Alexis. I study sociology, and I like board games, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
You're cute.
Maybe. That would be interesting.
Yeah, but as I said, smart person.
Yep.
I'm not that smart.
And you
Maybe
are,
we'll see someone that
things I
Then,
can't even
maybe
dream about.
Maybe we'll see someone.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
So Nate, what are your thoughts on like ki or chi or like possibly mana, existing? Like I said, this conversation about metaphysics and everything.
In this universe.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we take like ki, like the energy of the earth, like it's like in the Chinese like mythology or something, then we could also like look on that like how do you say that? Fuck. I had a train of thought and now yeah. Then like we can look at it like just the relations between atoms.
Right.
Their energy, like the interaction of their electrical charges and whatever. Because that is a
So how
form of
electrons
energy.
might discharge.
Not just electrons, any particle with a charge.
Right.
And like of course, like molecules interacting with one another, changing, transforming, and other stuff.
Right. Nate, I think there's an echo coming in on Alexa's end. Are you guys speaking out of the same mic?
No, but she's using like speaker instead of being on like on like a call phone.
Oh.
And and
Well,
her
I
phone is
told
really
you,
I
there
think
might be an
Alexis
echo.
needs to potentially mute or something.
Yeah, I'll mute.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that is one possibility, and then
There we go, that's
also
better.
there is like, well, I mean there is of course heat that like comes into mind, and but like that is a different type of actually heat is a radiation really, not an energy. I
Right.
think. I mean,
Well, I mean,
but like radiation is sort of also like type of. It's not a particle. Let's
Right.
let's so it's not matter. So if it's not matter, it's energy.
Right. And we can harness energy from heat. We can do that.
Yeah, and also, and as I said, like when I was getting at, heat accelerates like reactions. So it is definitely like, or it could be connected to energy, aka chi,
Yeah. And
which that is
I
what chi
guess
is energy.
and I guess it really depends on like the universe and how exactly you summon this, because as we learned in Zatch Bell, basically how a book owner summons a spell from the book, they have to say the spell with feeling, because Hito tried just saying it and it didn't work. Remember that in, I think, what was it, episode 3, right, Andy? Yeah, he just tried. Go ahead. Yeah, he just tried saying it and it didn't work. So, on top of this, your body having some kind of limit to what you currently have, but it's kind of like a muscle to where it can be improved. And it's like, do we have this hidden network of, ki or chi muscles that we don't know about? We could work if we knew exactly how to work them and how to manifest the energy. You know what I mean?
Well, you can definitely like make yourself produce more heat
I was
faster
gonna say it was like 2 or 3.
without like any like exercise. I mean, I've tried it and I've seen I can do it.
Right.
So possibly, but I mean, you're not gonna get like some crazy beam beam thingy.
No, not a Kamehameha.
Like
That's not happening.
yeah, which is a shame, but
But there are polls out there that people who said, would you rather have Batman's utility belt or the ability to do a Kamehameha? And everybody says the ability to do a Kamehameha.
I mean, just that one power, I wouldn't want that. If I like could have like a full access to all aura stuff, because that's also another alternative name. You can call it ki, chi, energy, or aura. You know. So yeah, that could be like good. Especially
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if you also like, if you look like, from aura like from Pokemon,
yeah,
that is also like, fighting energy.
that's the thing that Lucario uses, right?
And other fighting types, but Lucario is like the aura master.
Right.
Okay, and my
And
pastime
other
is gonna be done in a minute. So I'm gonna run off. You can just like, I don't know. Or Alexis can actually repeat what you said. So yeah, I'll be back.
Alexis, I think you can unmute now, probably. If you're there.
Yeah.
So another word for the amount of times a Pokemon can do a move is called PP. I just love that. PP. Why did they call it that? My goodness. Like, why name it that? That is hilarious. Let's see. Another good topic in terms of like metabiology. Because another thing to discuss is like this sort of thing occurring naturally somehow, and the Momoto without their book owners, they can cast their spells naturally, inside the Momoto world. And it's like it's interesting to where it's like this is an entire world where magic is not only the function of how they do everything, it's just completely natural. Like the idea of not having it is a foreign concept. It's sort of like, honestly, just crash landing out in the middle of the wilderness with nothing. Like none of your smartphones or anything else. It just makes you feel naked almost. It is sort of an interesting way to look at it. I mean, is that basically how we would equate what's going on in the sequel to where it's like it's equivalent to a bunch of people being thrown out in the middle of the woods without their smartphones or anything to help them in terms of survival, yeah? Well, yeah, but they have to get them back. They have to, get a spell back from incredibly hostile enemies, pour that spell on a spell book, and again, they only get that spell and maybe a new one if they can unlock it, Because I think, what was the one spell Conchome still had, aside from his new one? Yeah, I think he just had standard straight up Peruk, and then he has that Pac-Man spell where he can take over lesser entities with himself.
Well, they have their human partners.
Yeah, but again, it's like, and on top of this, the enemy has Shin Poruk, which the fact that it hasn't shown up yet, my theory is that Belial is saving it for a trump card. What do you think?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, yeah,
Poruk.
but Shin Poruk is like on another level. It's like whoever uses it, they are basically a
And I'm
god
back.
within that radius. And oh, you're back, Nate?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically
So
we were
there's
talking
that.
about sort of metabiology and how like I said, when there is this sort of natural occurrence of magic or, key or something in the world, and then suddenly it's deprived from you, how alien it
Well, the
feels.
Shin class
It
spells
would
are all
feel,
definitely
if
all
this was
being
just
kept in the
natural for
under
you
wraps
and
for
capable,
later on,
and yet
for like the
all of a
final
sudden
battle.
you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
imagine being able to use key, and then all of a sudden you can't use it.
Yeah.
Andy, were you trying to say something, or is there? Okay, yeah, your marker kept flashing. I'm like, I'm wondering if you had something to say.
Marker.
Okay. But like I said, it's interesting when you think about if there is another universe out there where, like I said, all this stuff is just natural. Like,
There definitely is.
huh?
Mm, mm.
Did you say
I
defos?
said there definitely is.
Yeah. Like for example, we have the Marvel universe
No, I'm not saying anything.
where basically
Not that piece of
so
shit.
many different planets and even civilizations were affected by the very
don't worry.
existence of the Infinity Stones. And again, there was the Space Stone that was hidden in quote unquote Odin's vault. And I mean, Odin probably had it at some point, and then entrusted this primitive civilization to hold on to it. Again, it's very, very interesting to think if this were all possible. You know, what form would that completely take? And if we are able to ever one day peer into alternate universes, are we going to see stuff like that, or is basically everything else just mundus with variations like our universe? I mean, Nate, what do you think?
Well, I mean, for like, sometimes I think like, dreams can like, allow you that. Like, to
Yeah,
peer
but
like, into alternate universes.
yeah, but I mean, like,
And
what if we have this actual ability to peer into an alternate universe, or
well,
even
a lot
even
of
step in
them
it,
are gonna what? Even what?
or even step in it? To know that we are in an alternate universe,
Yeah.
and we find out there's nothing special about it. It's just our same mundus sort of universe, just with a few variations in events. What if?
Yeah, that is
What
gonna
if that?
happen a fuck ton. And there
Yeah.
is also gonna be another fuck ton that is completely turned over its head. Because that is the beauty of alternate universe. It is like, there are so many possibilities of things going different. And each of that is gonna have of its own separate universe.
I mean, yeah, technically there are an infinite number of parallel universes, where different things happen. So that's the thing. Like Rick and Morty introduce, as
Oh my
much as we
stars!
want to
Not
shit on it,
not another that.
this is going to be a quick bring up.
Okay.
There's the concept of the central finite curve. Basically, it's all the universes where Rick is the smartest being ever, and evil Morty wanted to escape that. So that being said, you have to wonder if we are in such a central finite curve, as it were, where there's just a huge number of parallel universes like ours, where it's just mundus and things don't happen. But if you step outside that curve, things, start looking different.
I don't think it's a
Maybe that's the
curve.
case.
It's more like, I don't know. If you imagine like, heck, how to describe it? But it's like, I don't know. It's like a few like spheres that are like close to one another, and there is like a connection going there, and like another cluster, and like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's sort of like almost a DNA cluster where it's like
No,
you know,
no, not that.
no.
It just spheres. No.
I mean, what do you think, Andy? Do you think that's probably the case? Andy? You don't know? I mean, ultimately, yeah, we don't know.
Alexis, what about you? Well, like answer the things. I mean, yeah, first I haven't even seen you like react if you think like he or she exists in our universe or our energy or whatever. And then the second, like the thing that we're talking about right now, like if there are parallel / alternate universes, how do you think it all looks from the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing about like chi and stuff is that it does kind of exist just because like obviously people look at it through their own sort of worldview, but in worldviews of people with qi, like in traditional Chinese sort of worldview. Qi just exists. It's not like something exactly, in the same way that souls would exist in like, a Christian worldview or whatever. Because
Right.
it's part of the world. It's part of how you see the world, part of how it works for you, so in that way it does exist. But it's kind of a very modern Western thing to be very materialistic about things and sort of, I guess, be like, oh, well, could you, I don't know, do a Kamehameha or whatever. So,
Right. And the other thought of possible
Nate is
alternate
just
universes.
losing it right now.
What'd you say?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Or were you talking to Nate? Oh, Radu, you're finally able to talk. How's it going, man? Radu, you're cutting in and out, bro. Radu? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but the way Alexis said Kamehameha, Kamehameha, just.
Yeah, she did kind of mispronounce it hard.
I mean, now it's just like, it's just few syllables that kind of repeat. It's wonderful. Ow. I mean, to be honest, it's probably the longest name. Maybe, I don't know if you don't count fusion attack names, but yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, probably among the longest. I just finished lunch and we are hitting that 30-minute mark, so we'll open it up to closing thoughts.
Yeah, so also you, Alexis, and on the multiverses and parallel universes. Now, take the floor. Blow them.
I don't know what to say about it, I guess. Like,
Just, do you think they exist?
well, probably. I mean, in one interpretation of quantum mechanics, they definitely do exist. So it's kind of.
It looks on the outside then.
Well, some people think it looks sort of like soapy water, like a bubble multiverse. That sort of these like bubbles grow on top of each other. Just kind of interesting.
Interesting way to look at it. Like I said, we're at that 30-minute mark. We'll open this up to closing thoughts.
You're a coward with your time limit.
No, Morocco just usually enjoys his
Oh yeah,
walkies
I
around.
know. Okay, yeah, I know. I know it's for your doggo. But still.
Yeah, so no, I don't think so.
What,
But
are you talking
Nate,
in
your closing thoughts?
I already gave everything that I could, I think.
Why'd you want to stay and talk more?
In what?
Well, she asked, "Why did you want to stay and talk?" Or if you already
Because there are
disclosed
more like there's still like more possibility to be discussed, but
right. Well,
What?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Who?
Let's go. Chop chop.
Who?
well, I guess
If there's something to discuss and you want to discuss it, go ahead. But the fact that now you're just like,
left.
goes to
No, I
show that-
I couldn't hear you. But like there's of course like the antimatter stuff.
antimatter.
Yeah.
I mean, we've confirmed antimatter does exist. The question is to like what propensity, does it interact with us is the bigger question. and that might
Well,
be
it doesn't get the chance to interact with us like as the human body because any time like it's caught before it caught but before it can even get to us
right.
by annihilating itself with the normal particle.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ah,
What?
hold on. Something changed up here. Ah,
What?
my recording changed up. I'll have to figure out how exactly to record that. Apparently, I didn't know this video pad had a game recording mode. I kind of have Banished running in the background. And I accidentally clicked on it, and so it went to game recording mode. I had no idea video pad updated and had that ability. Yeah.
Heavens.
Andy, your closing thoughts? Don't really have any. Just not, I guess, not as versed on this subject. Okay, well then, I guess I can go ahead and close this out. In that, the idea of alternate universes is a very interesting concept, and we may not be able to even peer into them, in our lifetime. I mean, I hope one day we will have this ability, and maybe even enter them, so we can confirm, a lot of theories about alternate universes, and who knows, maybe one day, step outside that central finite curve and
Don't really have
be
any.
able to see, universes beyond our sort of
Nope.
mundus where,
What
concepts
is
of
what is
physics.
mundus? You keep using that word. What the fuck does that mean?
It means mundane. It means like
Oh,
nothing
okay.
terribly out of the ordinary happening, as far as we know. Where the
Among Us.
ordinary
Among Us.
is the norm. Like I
Among
said,
Us.
huh?
Nah, we keep joking here with Alexis for Among Us. Among Us.
Oh, yeah, it does sound like that. But yeah, it would be interesting to see the day under which we finally are able to see beyond the veil of our own universe and get to that point, and if we go, like I said, step beyond that curve, what is beyond that curve? Is it magic? Is it zombies? What's waiting
It's
for
me.
us?
It's all me.
It's you, huh?
Yeah.
If it is, I'll kill myself.
I mean, I think we're all probably going to be dead before we do have the ability to peer into alternate universes. Maybe.
It's called dreaming.
Yeah, but we can dream. We can always dream. That much is for certain. But
We have a parallel me, has a super ability to basically kill anybody that she thinks about.
there probably is a parallel universe where that's the case, my love. So you can take solace in that. You are indeed the Dark Queen of Death in another universe.
Like I know how to basically kill you within 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is a small puncture wound.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the nail's ball seconds has as much needed pressure to open up like a bag of chips.
Ah, why do you have to say it that way?
If I take your ball sack and just basically use the same strength to open a bag of chips,
Ah, ow.
I mean, why do y'all have a scene?
I don't know, and I don't want to think about it that way. Because it's painful to think about it. Now you're making me picture it. So when I picture
Mission
it hurts.
successful.
Yeah.
So y'all have a seam on y'all's ball sack, so why not open it up like a bag
Ah.
of chips?
Stop.
If I just did like people open a bag of chips. Now that
Ow.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Wonderful
Jesus.
end to the podcast.
Okay. Yeah. That being said, we'll go ahead and close this out.
Mhm.
from cadaver.
I sure. What? How do you hide a body from cadaver?
10 feet,
Uh-huh.
and you add then pile the dirt on to 8 feet, and then you hide deer or any other animal carcass that is large enough to mask the smell.
True, because the dogs will dig that up.
Right. And then you think, oh, the dog just found deer. Great.
Yeah,
Basically, I know how to hunt a dead body.
indeed you do.
Just chop your body up and go to a pig farm going, yes, I have meat for your pigs.
Don't mess with Lady Stone. That's the underlying theme of every luncheon. That's for sure.
It's nice to a point, but if you are, just rude and, want to treat my husband like he's stupid or call my mother a whore, then I'm not so nice.
Indeed, she isn't.
Mhm.
I don't kill anybody who thinks you're an idiot.
Well, thank you, my love. I appreciate
In
that.
fact, I kill your turds.
Oh God.
Well,
But he's already fallen down the stairs, so if I push him again, where he falls down and breaks his neck, it will be considered an accident.
I mean, to be fair, he did laminate those stairs. God knows why.
And then if I
What?
push Wendy down to the lake and have her drown, it's considered an accident because she's already been to the hospital on multiple occasions.
Yeah, for her knee.
But if I killed her first, they would arrest Mike for domestic abuse that has turned into murder because they probably think that he's done everything in the book to her because she's always shown up with a broke rib of some kind. So it makes you wonder.
So to close this out on a joke, let's hope this isn't the universe where this ends up being a confessional.
It is a
Wowza.
confessional. I isn't happy. And I'm going to sit there and go, where's my Clarice?
Right?
I'm going to sit there and just look at everyone going, you're next. You're next.
All right. So we'll close this out. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it.
Me-
Much of your deaths in every million way possible.
In an hour, we'll do Last of Us Part 2, and then look forward to... Oh, Andy, I'm actually going to be uploading Movie 1 this week, so look out for that this coming Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to... I do have to do a little bit of work for censorship, because, Zach loses his outfit early on, so I have to do a little bit of that. But other than that,
No.
yeah, it should all be good to go. But yeah, Last of Us Part 2 this afternoon. More content this week, and thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye,
And, Nate,
YouTube.
close us out. Yes, bye, YouTube. All right. Peace out, guys. And stopping Craigbot recording. Hang on. I have to open the chat to do that. Now.
Oh, nice.